update here on the subframe. I've just finished painting it, so I'm going to fill you guys in on what I did. So we'll get to that now. So like I said, just finished painting the subframe. Unfortunately, this side came out a little weird. Some of the paint started to like wrinkle and crack on me. I don't know if it was the primer I used, but yeah, whatever. And I did run out of paint too, so there's primer in some spots, but you won't be able to see that. But anyways, I kind of went with the color scheme to match the spindles, which was like a maroon. On the camera it kind of looks like almost a brown, but it's actually a dark maroon with some gold flake in it. So just finished clear coating this side. It's all been clear coated, so I'm gonna hope that tomorrow night I'll be able to throw some bushings in those bores. I've had the bushings in the freezer for a few hours, so in theory I could throw them in because they'll be shrunk by now, but I'm just gonna leave them in there for like a full 24 hours to make sure they're real nice and frozen, so they shrink a lot. And I'm hoping with the little bit of paint I sprayed in the bushing bores on the subframe, it added enough material to really hold in the bushings, and they won't be kind of sloppy like they were before. So yeah, I'm gonna film that hopefully tomorrow night or the night after. It depends how things go. We'll see. Another thing I want to touch on is that I mentioned it before. I got Serial 9 front uppers. I have the rear uppers. They're in my basement right now that we'll be putting on. And then in here, I'm stockpiling parts in this back seat. But I do have the Serial 9 tow arms and traction arms. So I got those a couple months ago from Peter's Car Parts, and I only got the tow and the traction because that's all he had in stock. So I waited until I got some Christmas money, and I bought the lower camber arms from Serial 9, and I was hoping, wishful thinking, I was hoping that those would show up in a timely manner, but it's not looking like the case. So I ordered those just after Christmas, and it's currently the middle of March, and as of last Friday, those lower arms are still approximately 4 weeks out. So that's a big pain in my rear end, because I'm kind of waiting on that, because I could have the subframe thrown together and put back in the car by the end of the weekend, but I can't because I don't have those arms, and I'm not gonna waste my money and buy some like Megan arms just temporarily, because then I'm gonna have to buy those, pay for them, and then I'm gonna have to resell them when I'm done, because I'm not keeping those things around when I have the Serial 9s on the way. So unfortunately, this progress that we're at might slow down quite a bit here as we're waiting on that. My plans are, like I said, is to get the bushings in, and after that I'll get the diff in and the knuckles, and I'm planning on putting every arm I have in except those lower camber arms, and kind of loosely dialing in my alignment without the lowers in, the lower camber arms, and hopefully that'll be good enough for me to at least get some specs that I can rebuild my wheels to, and that's what I'll be touching on now. So the reason I want to dial in my alignment is to figure out how much bigger lips I can get on the car. So because I don't want to be really guessing and then screw up my measurements. So yeah, that's kind of why I want all the arms in, so I can get my alignment done, just eyeballed, and then figure out which size lips and barrels I need so I can rebuild my wheels and take care of that. I've already kind of played around with the front. I know I'm probably going to be doing a 4-inch lip in the front, so that's the plan there. And I'm not sure if the rear is going to be similar. I won't know until I kind of mock the subframe up in the car and put a wheel on, but I'm thinking about a 4 to 5 inch lip for the rear. So yeah, we'll have to see how sturdy we can get that rear end in to kind of play around with those numbers when I get all the arms in and the subframe back in the car. But yeah, I guess that kind of reveals what I have planned next is the wheels. After the subframe, I'm going to be, like I said, figuring out the wheels, planning on rebuilding them. I did those floating center caps that I showed a couple videos ago. The River Tourings, they have a sticker that goes vertically on one of the, vertically or horizontally, that kind of depends which way the wheel is. They got a sticker on there that says Touring, so I have new ones of those on the way. And then I need to get the faces repowder coated because they're kind of rough, so that'll be a process itself that I'll be able to film, except I can't do powder coating. I'll have to take that to somebody. So yeah, that'll be wheels, and then we're gonna do the wrap, which will be a dark blue color, which I'm looking forward to. I kind of wanted to do a red or a dark green, but I got a few color swatches in, and I found this blue color that really reminds me of my grandpa's like 1985-ish Crown Vic that I loved as a kid. So I'm gonna be doing blue to kind of pay homage to that car. So yeah, one thing at a time here. It's gonna get done. It's just gonna be a slow process. I don't like it, but we're gonna work with what we got. In the meantime, I might, as I'm waiting on those faces to be powder coated and then those arms, I'm probably gonna take care of the brakes. I'm gonna redo the rotors and the pads and whatnot. So, and after that, I can get some tires and get this thing on the ground, which I'm really looking for. So that kind of wraps it up for this little clip today. Like I said, I'll keep you guys posted on the progress. One thing I want to mention about the wheels, I'm not sure which color I want to powder coat the faces. I might stick with the silver, might go with the white. But if you guys have suggestions, let me know down below. I like hearing people's suggestions. Might not take your suggestion, but I'll definitely entertain it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, and that's gonna be it for tonight. Like I said, I will see you guys tomorrow when I plan on putting those bushings in. See you later. Alright, I didn't film it because I was kind of hesitant at first, but I got one of the diff bushings in. Had to hammer it, so I dinged it up a little bit, but I'm not too concerned. Went in good otherwise, and I'm liking how it's looking so far. I'll be sure to film the next one. I'll do that later. Alright, I'm gonna put the second diff bushing in now. It's all frosty because it was just in my freezer. And just like that, both of them are in. And they're nice and snug. Happy with how they look. Alright, gonna attempt these ones now. I'm gonna keep an eye on that one because that one went in a little easier than I wanted to, but I'm gonna try this guy now. Same with that one. Oh, it was a little easy. I guess you couldn't see that. My bad. I guess my plan is to let these kind of cool back to normal temperature because they're pretty frozen right now. I'll let them sit for a good 24 hours and then maybe I'll tap on them a little bit with a hammer and see if they move. Because if they do, then I got a little bit of thinking to do. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab those other bushings from inside and get that on film here. Now for the final two. All right, and just like that, all the bushings are in. Like I said, I'm kind of a little concerned on how these slid in pretty easy. So I can already tell they're a little bit tighter, but if they're still pretty loose in a day, and I'll figure it out. But otherwise, so far so good. Alright guys, just wanted to give you a quick update before I ended the video. As you guys probably just saw in the last clip, I was mentioning how I was going to leave the bushings to cool back to a normal temperature to check how snug they are. Good news, it's been a couple days since I put them in and they have swollen back up to their size because that's how metal works. If you cool it, it shrinks. If you heat it up or let it get to room temperature is technically its normal size. If you heat it up, it expands. So I threw these bushings in the freezer, as you guys would have seen, and yeah, they were shrunken and now they have cooled back to their normal size, and they're snug now. So I do not have to worry about any problems there. So yeah, that is all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. My next plan of action with this thing is to get the diff back in, and then some upper control arms, the rear knuckles or hubs, whatever you want to call them, and then the lower arms that I have right now. So yeah, that'll be that. So stay tuned for that next week. It is currently about 1:30 in the afternoon on Saturday, so this video will be going up in a few hours. So like I said earlier, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.